I wish I could explain the day in the life of being a chief. I mean, not just here in Fort Worth, but I would imagine any other place. Things happen constantly. Emergencies happen. Urgent things come up that need to be addressed immediately that are critically important. It's almost like being a firefighter. You're putting fires out all day long. My hope is things do slow down, just to give me time to decompress and de-stress a little bit. Give me time with my family, with my new grandkids, and actually be engaged without my mind being on work all the time. Because even when I was physically at home, mentally, sometimes emotionally, I was still at work. If anyone is going to have any kind of longevity as a chief, especially in a city the size of Fort Worth, they've got to use their team, and they've got to have that strong support system. Seeing how the growth has happened in Fort Worth and the way we have, even being such a large city, and when you compare it to other major cities, you see how special it is, that the community support we get from Fort Worth, the support we get from our city leaders, the way we're all kind of like a family. Fort Worth does things differently in very positive ways compared to what I've seen in other large cities across the country. And Fort Worth has given a lot to me. I'm very, very thankful for that. There's always going to be more work to do. There is. For instance, my primary goal, number one, that was a question, as a matter of fact, in the first interview I did. My number one goal was to address violent crime. In addition to that, it was all about officer wellness and officer morale, really investing more in the holistic wellness of the department, meaning the people in the department. And then the third thing was community relations, because this not only was coming off the heels of George Floyd's murder, but we all know what happened with the Tatiana Jefferson and what that did for community relations in our department and our city. So that had to be a primary focus. Overall, my best advice would be take care of the people, because if we don't take care of the people who are taking care of the city, how can we expect them to do their jobs? They need to continue to focus on violent crime. Our homicides since 2021 have come down about 37%. It's been a drastic decrease. Still too much. We want zero, but we're going in the right direction. We need somebody that's going to focus on recruiting, hiring, retention, and taking care of your people is a big part of that. And I guess my message to the city of Fort Worth is I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. I'm still going to be around. And as far as my message to the department, wow, words definitely can't express how grateful I am. It has been the absolute honor of my professional life to be able to serve as the chief of the department I love. But every single day of my career, from my first day in the academy, I've been so privileged to be surrounded by the most amazing people in the world. And my promise to the department is I'm going to do what I can to continue to give back to the department and hopefully be an asset in some way, just not as chief any longer.